can respect this, can't go no higher, and then go low and you can sell it. As you can see, we're up almost $480 on EURJPY, as you can see. EURJPY, y'all, it has been an uphill battle. We have been pushing up and up. We are very, very close. So yeah, a really, really cool day. We ended up securing $200 from SPX500. That was pretty cool. Currently floating $600 in profit on EURJPY. In total, we were floating $800 in total earlier today, which was pretty dope, right? Good morning, YouTube. What's good? It is currently Monday, 9:04 in the morning, you feel me? The market opened like not too long ago. As you can hear my alerts going off, right? Ignore the hoodie. I need a retwist, y'all. Y'all not about to see my head today, okay? Y'all not about to see it. But yeah, market just opened. It's moving very slow. Very slow. I gave my market analysis yesterday. I dropped my weekly analysis. I drop it every Sunday. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, you should definitely go watch it, right? Well, by the time you see it, it might be too late. I don't know, but still check it out, right? Currently, I'm just looking at how my pairs are moving and just kind of gonna show y'all like what I'm looking for and just kind of give y'all an update from my analysis and just, you know, push in the perspective of like, okay, what am I actively thinking as of right now as I'm watching my pairs move? So let's take a look. On the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, this is SPX500, right? I mentioned in my analysis that on the daily, I was looking to see if this daily support was going to hold. It did not, right? We had a huge drop to the downside. So I get very, very, very excited when things like the SPX500 or gold like decides to sell, because why? Long term, we know that gold is extremely bullish on the long term. SPX is extremely bullish in the long term. So as a swing trader, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting a discount. Like, I'm getting a really good price, right, on these particular instruments. So I actually get ecstatic when they start to sell, because I know, like, I'm about to get a beautiful, amazing position I can hold for a long time. So I'm excited, very excited for this week. So yeah, not sure how long the daily will be selling, but I am looking to catch sales on the 4-hour, because now I gotta update this. Because now, if you look at my higher time frame confirmation chart, you can see that my daily and my 4-hour is bearish, which means it is completely valid for me to look for sales. Something else I mentioned in my analysis was gold. Yeah, let's look at gold real quick. So this is gold. Gold, I really wanted a pullback. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted price to pull back to this area. We have like a quick wick. There was no catching this wick, y'all. This wick was even present like on the 15-minute. Like, literally, this is the 15-minute time frame, and it was still just one quick drop and it back up, right? Like, there was no catching that. So the market opened with a humongous gap. So I didn't even get a chance to look for these like 1 hour, you know, break of structure. I was looking to see if the 1 hour is gonna break this 4-hour, I'm sorry. I was looking to see if the 1 hour was going to break these like resistance levels, right? Because we were making resistance levels, we were getting lower and lower, and I would have, you know, been able to enter off of that, off of the, you know, I was hoping to be able to open to a market where we could like break above resistance, retest it, and then look to go higher, right? But we didn't get that, right? We just opened with a huge gap above my 4-hour resistance, and we're pushing up. So I didn't really get to get a good entry on here. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to do with gold. I'm really not sure. I hate when gold opens up with the gaps like that, because I can't really catch an entry like that. So yeah, gold got me scratching my head once again. I really got to figure out a method to catch gold, like on the long term. Like, I really just want to hold it long term, but catching it, it seems like I'm gonna have to like just catch it like on the daily time frame. Like, once I see it doing something on the daily, and just have a really, really big stop loss. That's what it's kind of giving. Because trying to catch like a precise entry on gold, it's possible, but I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna keep an eye on gold. We're gonna see what we can do with gold. I just don't want to buy it super, super high. I want it at a really, really good price. So I'm gonna keep monitoring. We might get into it sometime this week. That's the hope. We'll see. All right, and then something else I was looking at was EURJPY. That's one of the yen pairs I like to trade. So this is EURJPY on the 4-hour. It's actually doing something pretty interesting. If I jump to a daily, right, I for sure thought that we were gonna break structure on the daily, just like how much we were pushing, but we just had this big, huge, like engulfing bullish candle on the daily, basically saying, I guess we don't want to sell no more. The reason I thought we were going to sell is because, like, if you look on the weekly, and I'll hide my drawings for a second, but if you look on the weekly, like, this structure, it was giving, we're about to sell. Like, we rejected this area, like, we're about to push down, but now we're just pushing back up. So I don't know if this is like a temporary, like, liquidity sweep and looking to drop back down. So I'm being careful with EJ. I don't want to get liquidity swept, because I know sometimes it likes to go up before it goes down to grab some more liquidity. So I'm kind of just watching. But yeah, like, as you can see, the 4 hour, like, we're pushing up. As you can see on the 4 hour, I have some zones drawn. So I have this 1 hour resistance that we are currently like breaking. It seems like we're trying to break it. I don't know. I kind of want to see a bit more momentum though. There's not really a lot of momentum breaking above this 1 hour resistance level. I also have a 4 hour resistance level marked up that is a lot stronger. If price breaks the 4 hour resistance level, I'm going to feel a lot more confident, right? So basically, I'm looking for either a break and retest of the 1 hour, right? But then we still have to face this 4 hour. So this could be like a short-term hold until we get to the 4 hour to see if we want to break it, and then keep holding past that. If we do, that would be nice. Or I could play it safer, and I could just wait for a price to actually, you know, do its thing on the 1 hour, right? Do its thing, and then break the 4 hour. And then once I get that 4 hour break, I'm going to be extremely confident that we're going to keep heading up, right? Because the 4 hour time frame holds a lot more weight than the 1 hour time frame, right? Until our 4 hour switches to bullish, right? Because right now, like, the 4 hour is still bearish. Entering buys right now is still pretty risky, right? Even if the 1 hour does shift to bullish, it will give me a little bit more confidence that the 4 hour will shift as well. But I just feel more confident when I see my 4 hour levels getting broken. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this. I might get in on the 1 hour break and just hold it to this point and just kind of watch it to see if it wants to break or not, right? Or I'll just wait until we break the 4 hour. I just gotta kind of see how I'm feeling. But right now, in order for me to get in on this 1 hour break, I need to see a lot more momentum, and this is barely any. Like, we're kind of just sitting at the level, which I don't love. So yeah, that's how my market opens looking on Monday. Very slow, not a lot of movement at all. I don't think there's any news going on. I didn't really check for news today. Let me see. Yeah, we don't have any like big news coming out at all. Tomorrow we got some big news on like the Great British Pound, but we're not trading the pound. We really don't have a lot of news at all this week. This is a pretty dead week, if I'm being real. Not a lot of news at all. So yeah, we gonna see how this week goes. I guess I'll update y'all later. It's kind of boring right now, so hey. Okay, update on EJ. We are pushing amazing. That's that momentum I was talking about. We broke this 1 hour resistance. We're heading to this 4 hour resistance. If it breaks this 4 hour resistance, it's gonna make me 10 times more confident, right? Because all of our time frames will then be bullish, right? To tell me that we are heading up, right? So it would have been valid to still get on this 1 hour, right? Price did eventually like end up closing above this high. There was a small, very, very, very small pullback, like on the 15, I think. Like right here, even if it goes to a 5 minute, you can probably see it better. That would have been, you know, valid to get in if you wanted to get in, like pullback, break above on the lower time frame. That was valid. I wasn't really looking at the lower time frame, to be honest with you. I really wasn't looking at this at all because I just wanted to see like more momentum. Now that I see the momentum and that is on our side, I'm confident. So I'm just patiently waiting for a bigger retracement on the 15 minute, which we will get pretty soon, hopefully. And then once we get the retracement to show me that we do not want to go below this level again, we're going to stay above this 4 hour resistance, turning our 4 hour resistance into turning our 1 hour resistance into 1 hour support. That will give me confidence to basically, you know, wait for this particular retracement and then back to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for on this particular move, just to see if we don't want to break any more structure, and then look to see if we can take out this 4 hour resistance as well. So yeah, that's the update. It looks like we might get into some EJ buys this week. Love that for me, right? But I'm gonna let y'all know if we do get into a position today, so stay tuned. Okay, what's good, YouTube? It is nighttime. What's going on with my hair? I did end up getting into a trade today. So it's currently as you can see, it's 11:06 p.m. 11 at night, right? I got in a trade earlier today, like I guess around sometime during Asian session for EURJPY. And then I fell asleep right after. I took a nap on this couch. Not gonna lie, I've been asleep on this couch. I just woke up and I looked and I'm in profit. So that's pretty cool. Let me show y'all my entry and just like overall how we're looking. Okay, so this is my entry on EURJPY. We're currently on the 4-hour time frame, right? We got a nice break and retest. Let me actually jump to a 1 hour so you can see it better. So on a 1 hour, as you can see, earlier I mentioned that I was looking to break this 1 hour resistance, right? I needed a retest to show me that we didn't want to go any lower, so we got the break, right? I waited patiently all day for a nice retest, and then once I saw price decide to like give me the correction upwards, I went ahead and moved my stop below this low. With basically, I was assuming that we would break this level and make a new high, just follow structure. So that's why I made this my new low once we retested this level, as you can see. And we did eventually break this very strong 4-hour resistance. This 4-hour resistance held all day actually, but we just broke through it, took out liquidity on the 1 hour, right? So as you can see, we took out the liquidity on the 1 hour. That's a 0 level. We just took out the 27 extension on the 1 hour, and we're heading to the next extension take profit level on the 1 hour. But of course, I'm not looking at 1 hour profit, right? Because why? Because we are bullish overall on the daily, right? We never broke this daily support, like I said. So I am targeting, my first TP is daily liquidity as always, right? So here is liquidity on the daily time frame, and then my second take profit is going to be, of course, my negative 27 extension on the daily. So my first take profit is actually my first take profit is about a 6.6, so pretty close to a 1 to 7 RR for my first TP. And my second TP is basically a 1 to 10 RR. So we get the second TP, we got another shot, y'all, of getting to $1,000 trade. I keep putting myself in these sniper entries to give me these really good RRs. So, but yeah, as far as profit, currently, let's see how much we're floating right now. Yeah, so we're floating about $150 in profit right now on EURJPY, as you can see. And yeah, that's really all to it, y'all. You like I said, like I just waited for that 1 hour to shift structure, breaking resistance, and then I was like, to be sure, to make sure I don't get liquidity swept, let me wait for the retest. That also gave me a really good entry. Waiting for the retest, it gave me a very sniper entry. So now my first TP is basically almost a 1 to 7, and my second TP is a 1 to 10, right? That's why I always preach breaking retest. Like, it's the simplest strategy, bro. Like, if you can just be patient and wait for the retest, your account's gonna thank you. So, but yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I'm actually about to get ready to go to bed, so hopefully I'll wake up deeper in profit. Whether or not I look to get into a trade tomorrow on XPX or gold really depends on how I'm looking on EURJPY. To be honest, like, if we're looking good on EURJPY, I'm really not looking to get into anything unless we have a really good A+ setup tomorrow. If anything, I'm actually looking to just keep adding to my current winning position on EURJPY. That tends to be more successful, right? You add on to the current position that you know is winning, instead of like looking to jump into something completely different and hoping you're right? So we're gonna see how tomorrow looks, but tomorrow it gotta be something real nice for me to get into something different. So I'll keep y'all updated, let y'all know how we doing. But yeah, I hope y'all caught that EURJPY trade, because I definitely sent it out in my analysis video on Sunday. So if y'all watched it, y'all should have saw it too. So but yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all. Good morning, YouTube. It's the next morning. It is Tuesday, 6:51 in the morning, right? I checked on my EJ trade, y'all. We went up a lot last night. I'm gonna grab my iPad and I'm gonna show y'all like how much we're looking right now, how we're doing. So this is currently EJ. As you can see, we entered down here and we pushed up here last night. Pushed up a lot, heading to TP1, as you can see, right? I'm doing to a 1 hour. On a 1 hour, you can kind of see price clearly. I'm thinking about moving my stop loss underneath this 1 hour low just in case we reverse. Right now, I just have an alert set. My stop loss is at break even, so this is a risk-free trade at the moment. But I'm actually thinking about moving it underneath this low because it looks like we might potentially reverse, and I don't want to be caught in a reversal, right? Because I did suspect, you know, due to price action on the weekly, I was like, this could just be a big liquidity, you know, big liquidity grab before heading down, because this structure was very bearish on the weekly. I just want to be mindful and secure my profits just in case. Yeah, we're just looking to see how it does, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue to keep holding this trade. So yeah, the trade is looking nicely, and we are currently up on profit. So we are up how much right now? As you can see, we're up almost $480 on EURJPY. As you can see, 480, right? So pushing up really nicely. Don't talk about my screen protector. I know I need a new screen protector. I'm just so used to it now, I don't even notice it until y'all point it out in the comments, right? But yeah, we're looking good. I'm just gonna keep holding it pretty close to hitting 500, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna look at XPX and gold today. Let me see how that's looking. So this is XPX on 1 hour. These alerts are irrelevant right now. But yeah, it's been dropping. It's been getting lower and lower, creating more and more resistance. Pretty sure it's gonna try to test this resistance level. Well, this newly made resistance level, I gotta draw it up. New resistance is right here, you can see, right on the 1 hour. So basically, I'm looking to see two things. Price is either gonna come up and respect this, can't go no higher, and then go low and you can sell it, right? That's one option that you could take for SPX500. Price can also decide to do this. So price can decide to actually break above that resistance, right? Come back to retest, which I'm gonna look for, and then long-term buys, right? Why long-term? Because, oh wait, my daily's my daily's bearish, I'm tripping. But that would be the first sign of shifting into a bullish market for sure. So it will shift my 4 hour back to bullish, but long-term, I know that this pair is like extremely bullish. I would love to catch like a, you know, the bottom and just catch it up if I can. We're gonna look at potentially an SPX500, see if we can get something. Gold is kind of just doing this thing right now, but if we don't, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep holding EJ and just, you know, live our life. So I'll give y'all an update later on. I hope y'all are doing well in the market this week, right? It's just Tuesday, it just got started, so hey, plenty of time to catch some trades, right? But yeah, I will see y'all. Okay, what's good, YouTube? It is later in the day. It's still Tuesday, 3:02 p.m. in the afternoon, you feel me? Great trading day today. So we actually did get into something else. We got into SPX500. Yes. So check this out. Here we have SPX500. This is just a simple broken retest. The fib was just to help with my entry. I can actually remove the fib real quick just to show y'all the broken retest. So right here, as you can see, there was a break of structure that occurred right here. As you can see, break of structure. Right, price came back for the retest. We were retesting this last candle that got broken, right? This area, this 1 hour interest was my target to basically see if we're gonna get a retest off this level, which we did. So we came up, got the retest. Price showed me what I need to see on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, on the 5 minute, I started noticing that structure was changing from higher high, higher low, right, into lower low, lower high. So I noticed that the 5 minute structure was changing, and once I noticed that, and then I saw like this nice drop, that gave me enough confidence to go ahead and get in for sales, right? So once I saw that, I went ahead and entered this trade, and we targeted, let me put my fib back on, we targeted liquidity and then the 27 extension. As you can see, we hit both, right? So yeah, we're floating about $200 on SPX500. I went ahead and like took partials when we hit the 27, left some runners just in case we want to drop some more, but I might take the rest out because it looks like it's about to start pushing back up, which I don't really want. So I'm just gonna take the rest of my positions off of SPX probably. Really wanted a 1 to 4, but just with my entry, I just couldn't really get one, and I don't think we're gonna drop anymore anytime soon. EURJPY, y'all, it has been an uphill battle. We have been pushing up and up. We are very, very close to taking out liquidity, so I am still holding until we take out daily liquidity. Once we take out daily liquidity, I'm gonna see how much strength we have, right, to keep holding. I'm gonna just keep watching it, but this is my first take profit, is this daily liquidity. Once we get here, I'm gonna monitor to see if we can get to 27 or not. Daily liquidity is gonna be like about a 1 to 7, a little less, like a 1 to 6.5 RR, And then the 27 is actually a full 1 to 10. So that would be a crazy profit if we can't catch this whole thing. So the last time I checked, and I took a screenshot, we were floating about $200 on SPX500. This is a screenshot before I took partials, right? And then at the same time, we were also floating 600 on EJ. So we were floating $800 in total, right? There's a screenshot. Crazy, right? I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of SPX off though. Let's see where we currently are with EJ, because we are pushing up like some more, y'all. Like we're still pushing. Yeah, so as you can still see, EJ is still like sitting at 600, still pushing up. We took partials on SPX500, so that's why it looks like that. But yeah, as you can see, we secured some partials on SPX500, so that was cool. Secured about 172, and I'm about to go ahead and just take the rest off as well. Let me go ahead and do that. Just close this position, close. Yes, give me the rest of these profits because we're not going up anymore. Boom. And now we got some more profit. So about $200 in profit from SPX, which is pretty good. That's pretty dope. So yeah, we just secured $200 today from SPX500. Usually I wait for 1 to 4. The reason I didn't wait for 2 reasons. Well, really 3. Let me show y'all. The first reason why I went ahead and closed is because we got to our 27 extension. I was wondering to see if we could get to the psychological level. But usually the 27 extension price likes to reverse, right? And I already saw some wick rejection, so I just want to go ahead and take my money out. Second reason is because if you look left, we're actually retesting previously broken structure. So there's actually some support that is acting off right now. So it can actually reverse right here from this support level. So I'm trying to be careful, right? And then the second reason is because like even though we're selling right now on the daily, like we're bearish, overall like SPX is still a very bullish instrument, and I don't think SPX is gonna sell for super long. I could be wrong, right? But usually SPX is a bullish instrument, so I don't like holding my sales for too long. If this was buys, I would definitely leave like more runners, but like since we're selling, I just kind of want to get out the market. So yeah, a really cool day. We ended up securing $200 from SPX500. That was pretty cool. Currently floating $600 in profit on EURJPY. In total, we were floating $800 in total earlier today, which is pretty dope, right? I'm looking to see EJ do even more, so I'm still holding EJ. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow to see how we're looking with EURJPY. So y'all stay tuned. I'm glad y'all caught that trade too. Like I posted it in my community. I was like, did y'all catch it? And y'all caught it. Either y'all caught that one or y'all caught a different version of the yen pair, which is cool because they all move the same, right? Like the yen pairs are just the best pairs to trade in my opinion. They're smooth. They get to your take profit pretty quickly within a few days to a day, depending on what it is, right? So they're just great pairs to trade. So I'm glad y'all caught it. Glad y'all, you know, been keeping up with the analysis. I love that. We're gonna keep it rolling for tomorrow. Let's get it. Bye. What's up, YouTube? I was gonna end the vlog, but I just went ahead and decided I'm about to just close out this EJ trade. Reason being, let me show y'all. So yeah, I went ahead and just closed my EJ trade because y'all, we doubled the weekly goal. I was like, bro, I just want to take my bread. I just want to take my bread and focus on next week. I'm not gonna lie. We were like this close to hitting TP1, and it was like kind of wicking. I think it was gonna hit it, but I'm like, bro, we're right there. I just took it out. I just took the money because I don't want to play around. I just want my money if I'm being real. So yeah, price is right here, very close to hitting TP1. I just went ahead and took it out. Is there a chance price make it to TP2? Maybe. I don't really care. I doubled my weekly goal for the week, right? My goal was like 400. We made almost 800. So I was like, bro, like I'm good. Like I'm okay. I don't need to cash all that. Like I caught enough for the week. And I think that's really where I'm trying to grow, because sometimes, y'all, I cannot lie. Sometimes I can be greedy. Like sometimes I'll be up so much in the market, more than I've ever been in my life, and I'll be like, let me hold more, and then it goes down, and I'm like, dang, bro, I could have had more than I ever had in my life. You see what I'm saying? I do that a lot. Like that's a problem. Like I noticed that I do have a greedy side where I'll just let a trade run forever, and I end up it ends up taking back the profit that I could have had, and it ends up being numbers I've never seen before, right? Like, yeah, it's insane. So, so yeah, I'm just trying to learn my lesson. Like, if I'm excited about a number, like, and it's double my goal, I'm taking it. Like, stop being greedy, y'all, and just take it. So boom, we took the trade, we closed the trade, right? Boom, this is currently where we're sitting at for the week, you know, almost $800 in profit. Stop playing. Stop playing. I made almost my weekly paycheck, y'all. Like, those y'all who don't know, like, on my off time, like, when I'm not trading, my day job, I'm a software engineer, so I do software engineering full time. And we came pretty close to an entry level software engineer paycheck for the week, just for the week, you know. So that was pretty good. That was dope. Let's keep this up. I like this. I like this, right? That's the goal, is to make my paychecks. So we're getting very, very close to doing that, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna break down my EURJPY entry in a separate video after this vlog, right? But I am gonna post this vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got value from it, right? And I hope y'all continue watching the swing trading journey, where we are looking to continue to elevate and continue to rise and just become overall better in 2026, right? So I'm very excited. I hope y'all have a great and amazing, blessed day. Bye.